Hey guys, welcome back to Just Peeling Barbecue. Today I'm going to be continuing my side dish series. Episode 2 is going to be a smoked barbecue baked bean casserole. This casserole can be done as a side dish, and it can be used as a single side dish to any kind of main meat such as pulled pork, brisket, some good leg quarters, or anything like that. This side dish has just about everything. It's got a little bit of bread, it's got beans, it's got vegetables, it's got cheese, it's got a little bit of meat in it as well. So it's got a little bit of everything. So this could be a one dish side dish accompaniment to any kind of barbecue that you do. So stick around and I'll show you how we're going to do it. All right, I'm going to show you the ingredients that we've got going on with it first. Now, first things first, normally when I do this casserole, I do double the amount that I'm going to do today, but today it's just me and Brandy, and there's no sense in making the big casserole. So if you're going to do it for, say, a family of 4, I would go ahead and double this recipe. But I'm starting out today with 1 can of the honey Bush's baked beans. You can't go wrong with the Bush's baked beans, so that's what we're going to use. Again, if you're a family of 4 or more, then I would probably double this recipe. I've got 1 pound of ground beef, 80-20 ground beef. Right here, I've already diced up my vegetables. I've got probably about a half of red bell pepper, half of a large jalapeno pepper, and I seeded and deveined it and everything. 1 small diced onion, and about 3 cloves of garlic. Right here I've got a 1/4 cup of the Grill Grills barbecue sauce. We're going to add that to it. I'm also going to add a little bit of the Grill Grills all-purpose rub to the recipe as well. And then to top it off, we've got some sharp cheddar cheese. And then on the very top, we're going to go with a crescent roll dough sheet, and then that's going to go on top, and then we're just going to put it in the smoker, cook it on about 350 for probably about an hour, or until everything gets heated through and the dough on the top gets good and brown. So let's get started. All right guys, the first thing that we're going to do is sweat down our vegetables, and I'm going to add a little bit of oil to the pan here. Just got some olive oil. Go ahead and heat that up a little bit. I got the pan on medium heat, and I don't know which is worse, either that or that, but that's put such a glare on the pan. I think I'm going to keep it off. Maybe y'all can tell me in the description box which is better. All right, here we go. Jalapeno, red bell pepper, garlic, onion, all going in the pan. Nice. You want to hear that sizzle? We're going to season it up with a little bit of pepper. A little bit of pepper. And now for the salt, I'm going to use Jacobson's, from Jacobson's Salt Company, Cherrywood Smoked Salt. This is a really good salt. It has a great smoky smell to it, man, and I'm going to add this and let that be our salt for this casserole. And it's going to add not only a salt flavor to it, but it's going to give a smoky flavor to it as well. We're just going to saute these up, let them sweat down a little bit, get nice and soft, translucent with the onions. And then once that happens, I'm going to take these out of the pan and brown up the hamburger meat. Alright, these vegetables are just about done. They're smelling great. And you really do get a little bit of that smoke hint from that salt. Smelling the garlic and the onions coming together. That's really nice. Now, I'm just going to take these and put these in a plate and just let them cool off a little bit. And make sure you get all the garlic out of the pan so it doesn't burn. Nothing worse than the taste of burnt garlic. Alright, now that we got that, now we're going in with the ground beef and we're just going to brown it off. Alright guys, I've pretty much got the ground beef browned up. Now I'm fixing to take it over to the sink and drain off all this liquid. And then once I get the liquid drained off, I'm going to put the ground beef back in the pan, put the vegetables back in the pan, and just kind of stir them around a little bit and let those flavors come together before we add them to the beans. Alright, now I've got my ground beef drained, got them back in the pan. Now I'm going to add the vegetables back in and just let them come together a little bit. Stir all that together. Now that's starting to look pretty good. And again, I think I'm going to add just a pinch more of this smoked salt. Just to give it that extra smoky flavor. I am going to be putting it on the Silverbac pellet grill using oak hickory and cherry pellets. Alright, that looks pretty good. Alright, now it's time to combine all this. Alright, first thing we're going to do is add the beans. Again, this is the Bush's honey baked beans. Add those in there. That's 1 can. Let's get those spread around. And now I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of your favorite barbecue sauce. I happen to be using the Grill Grill's, I think it's thick and bold barbecue sauce. That's a good barbecue sauce. Now we're going to add our meat and vegetable mixture into the casserole dish. Perfect. And then just kind of mix that all together. Now while you're mixing it, I'm going to add probably a tablespoon of the Gorilla Grill's all-purpose rub right on top. And then mix all that together. And if that doesn't smell like barbecue, I don't know what does. You accompany this with some good smoked chicken breasts, some pulled pork, a nice brisket, whatever the case may be. It could even be just hamburgers and hot dogs for that matter, or some good beer brats. And you've got yourself a great side dish. Now, on top of that, we're going to go with some sharp cheddar cheese. And this is going to go right on top. Put as much or as little as you like. But where I come from, the more cheese the better. Perfect. And now last, we're going in with the Pillsbury crescent dough sheet. Okay? And if you've ever opened these things before, either they open like a champ or You got to beat them like a drum to get them to come open. We're fixing to find out how this one is. Bam. First time like a champion. Now if you want to make your own dough, knock yourself out. But this is kind of a, it really doesn't take long to do this. So if you want to take it the easy way, then feel free. You may have to pinch a little bit of, if it's got a crack in it or something like that, spread it out a little bit and just get it to fit your dish. Okay? Scoot it down just a little bit. Get that final roll down in there. Great. Now I'm just going to take a knife, poke a couple of slits in there. Just a little, let a little bit of steam come out. And then a little bit of olive oil on top. I'm just going to spread that around a little bit. And that's it. Now I'm fixing to go set the smoker up, set it on 350 degrees. And we'll be back as soon as I get it going. Alright, I got the smoker set on 350. I'm gonna open it up and put it on the center rack, in the center of the rack down here on the bottom. And we're just gonna let it go on 350. I'll probably check in about 20 minutes to see how it's doing. At the end of the video, I'll let you know exactly how long it took so you can kind of have a gauge for yourself. So I'll check in about 20 minutes, and whenever it's ready to come off, I'll pull it, take it inside, and let you see how it looks. Alright guys, it's been exactly 30 minutes at 350. And that's exactly what you want it to look like. We're fixing to pull it off, take it inside, let it cool off a little bit, and then we're going to dig into it. Alright guys, the casserole's cool. I've plated it up, and now we're going to recap what we've done here. I took some honey baked beans from Bush's. I put those in a casserole dish, added some hamburger meat, a quarter cup of your favorite barbecue sauce. I use Grill Grill's barbecue sauce, a little bit of barbecue rub, diced up some garlic and some jalapeno, a little red bell pepper and some onion. Put that in there, topped it with some cheese, and then a dough sheet or a crescent roll sheet, and put it on the Silverbac pellet smoker at 350 degrees for about 30 minutes exactly, and it turned out perfect. So now let's give it a test. First of all, as you can see, that's what it looks like. The dough on top is nice and crunchy on the edges, nice texture in the middle, and I'm ready to see how it tastes. Get a little bit of everything in there. Perfect barbecue flavors with those vegetables, the peppers, the onion. The crust on top gives it a great texture on top. You've got the cheese in there, A little bit of that smoked salt makes all the difference in the world. You can't beat this for a side. And really all you need is a meat to accompany this. And this is all you need. One side does it all. Try this. You gotta try it. Until next time, for episode 3 of the Side Dishes, I'll be Pip.